trying to rent an apartment, and the landlord seemed excited on the phone, and he told us there is a room in the place available. And when we reached there, his reaction was different. The attitude turned when he was different when he saw Kwame, and suddenly the apartment wasn't available anymore.
We outside.
Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. For those who are new here, we are Shreya and Kwame, an interracial couple from Nepal and Ghana, living here in China.
And today is a little different, so we wanted to dive deeper into the experiences and challenges which we mentioned in our previous videos. So today is basically about racism and prejudices.
So yes, living abroad has its challenges, and as a Ghanaian and Nepalese couple, we face some unique situations regarding how people see, interact with and treat us. So we are going to share our personal experiences and offer some advice for anyone who might be in a similar situation like this.
Yeah, anyone into this situation or similar situation, it's just our experience, It's not nothing to foster anything else. No, this is what we have experienced, and we just want to share it with you, but we are just keeping it simple. So before I moved to China, or we moved to China, I had a lot of thoughts about how life is going to be here, and I also heard some stories or also some movies, but I don't fully think I understood, but until I experienced it myself, or until we experienced it ourselves.
Yeah. So for me, I knew China was different culturally, and I was prepared for that. But when you are living as a minority in any country, especially as a foreigner and as a couple like us, there are challenges you don't anticipate.
Yes. I remember, thinking that maybe as a Ghanaian or as an African, people might be maybe curious or even a little distance, but honestly, some of the reactions we were surprising, man, and not even always in a good way.
Yes. And also, one of the biggest challenges we faced is stereotype. People often have preconceived ideas about who we are based on where we come from.
I don't know, if they see you, they exactly think, oh, we know you, Yeah, because of some of the videos or what they watch online and all that. But, for me, as a Ghanaian, I've faced some stereotypes about Africa in general. Some people have this image that Africa maybe is just this one big jungle, not even a forest, one big jungle, and then they ask some questions like, do you live with wild animals? What?
Being from Nepal, I often get questions like that. Is Nepal part of India? And also, some of the questions are so weird that they ask me if one girl can have 6 husbands in Nepal. So even if I say no, they don't believe me. They say they've seen videos like that. So
and the thing is how they also view us as couples, when we are out together, or when we are out together to some places, sometimes people stare at us some ways, and even some ask some intrusive questions about our relationship, maybe how did you two end up together? That's normal sometimes, but then they ask, why are you dating this black man or this black guy?
Yes. Yes. And one of the hardest part is when these stereotypes turn into prejudice. I remember when we were trying to rent an apartment, And the landlord seemed excited on the phone, and he told us there is a room in the place available. And when we reached there, his reaction was different. The attitude turned when he was different when he saw Kwame, and suddenly the apartment wasn't available anymore.
Man, that day it was tough. And also when we were also looking for apartments, and then you called them.
Not apartment, that was when we were in Chengdu.
Oh.
And then we were looking for a hotel. And then they asked me, when I asked them, before it was like foreigners, all the hotels, they don't accept foreigners. So I called them to ask them if they accept foreigners. And they said, they asked me my skin color.
Can you imagine that?
Yes.
It's just call on the phone. You are asking the person the skin color. So just
imagine.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, is it ignorance or it is racism?
Yes. Sometimes people are just unaware and they don't mean any harm, but other times it's more than that.
But giving the giving people the benefit. Giving people the benefits of the doubt is like it's essential, But when essential when they are uninformed. Yeah, let me put it like that. But at the same time, we shouldn't excuse some harmful behaviors. When someone crosses the line, it's necessary to call that person out. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, when you cross the line, I call you out.
Yeah, and we've had moments where we had to sit down with friends or even strangers and explain why something they said was hurtful. And thankfully, most of the time they've been open to learning.
We wanted to keep it simple, so. Well, maybe we can share some advices, like maybe especially if you are an interracial couple, or maybe you are thinking about moving to China or anywhere that you are in the minority, then you should just be prepared. Yeah, but also don't be afraid, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Yes, and you should also understand that there will be challenges, but there are also so many beautiful experiences waiting for you. Find a support system, stay true to yourself, and educate people when possible.
Yeah, you have to stay true to yourself.
Yes.
Because remember, your identity and your relationship are your strength. It's not something you should be ashamed of. You have to celebrate who you are, because that's what makes you unique.
Yes.
That's what we do. We celebrate who we are, and that's what makes us unique.
Yes. And also, our experiences with racism have taught us a lot about ourselves and also world around us. So it hasn't always been easy, but it made us stronger as individuals and as a couple.
Stronger. Well, but this isn't something which should be taken otherwise. It is just
our experiences.
Yeah, it's just our story that we are trying to share. So maybe it could help others who might also be going through similar situation. But if you've ever faced racism, or if you've ever faced anything like this prejudice, you should know that you are not alone.
Yeah.
So you just have to keep standing tall and keep pushing forward.
Yes.
Forward.
So yes, thank you for watching, everyone. And if you haven't already liked, comment, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and also like and share. So yes, that's all for today.
Let's keep the conversation going.
Yes, and if you had faced similar situations like that, we would love to hear about it.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you.
Yes.
And to such time,
Keep spreading love and bye-bye.
Danyabad.
Aqua.
We outside.